8 News is your local election headquarters, and tonight we bring you an 8 News exclusive, our one-on-one conversation with former Congresswoman Abigail Spanberger, now the Democratic nominee for governor. Welcome back to 8 News at 11. I'm Heather Hope. With 6 months until Election Day, Capitol Bureau reporter Tyler Englander sat down with Spanberger to get her take on the top issues.
We're now 6 months away from Election Day. For those Virginians who are just now tuning in to this election, what's at stake in this race?
Virginians have the opportunity to go to the polls this November and vote for a governor who is focused relentlessly on putting Virginia first. Our schools, our families, our economy, and certainly at a time when we see so many challenges coming out of Washington, D.C., the ability here in the Commonwealth to ensure that we are electing a candidate for governor, and of course that's me, who wants to be a relentless advocate with a relentless focus on addressing the issues that are most important to Virginians.
The latest polling shows more than 60% of Americans are concerned about the state of the economy. If you're elected governor, what will you do to ease Virginians' fears over the state of the American economy?
Well, Tyler, the reality is everywhere I travel across the Commonwealth, I hear stories from our fellow Virginians, stories about their challenges at the grocery store, at the pharmacy counter, or on the housing market. As governor, I will focus on lowering prescription drug costs, ensuring that we are strengthening our housing supply, which is a challenge when it comes to overall affordability. And in the coming weeks, I'm going to be going into much more detail about my priorities to address the issues of affordability and create a real path forward for Virginia.
You promised to sign a bill raising Virginia's minimum wage to $15 an hour. The Commonwealth Institute, that is a left-leaning group, says that'll give 365,000 Virginians a raise. Why is now the right time to raise the minimum wage?
It is so hard to make ends meet. And so it's important that taking that one step in the right direction of increasing the minimum wage and ensuring that hardworking Virginians not only feel that movement in their paycheck, but also feel the respect that comes with the raise of that minimum wage. It's consequential, it's important, and it's why I would sign it.
So my question is, are you concerned that raising the minimum wage could lead to inflation or job losses in Virginia?
Well, the real challenge is we are already seeing job losses across Virginia. Certainly we've seen job losses because of the DOGE effort coming out of Washington, but then we've also seen MITRE laying off employees, Volvo laying off employees, employers across Virginia laying people off in part because of the instability, the chaos that we're seeing coming out of the Trump administration. You know, certainly I am fully aware that there's always impact across a larger economy, but right now my biggest concern as it relates to the larger economy is the major attacks that we're seeing on Virginia's workforce and on Virginia's economy out of the administration.
The Lieutenant Governor, Winsome Sears, your opponent in this race, has attacked you on the issue of right to work, which for our viewers is Virginia's law that allows anybody to work without having to pay union dues. She cites your support for the PRO Act, which you co-sponsored in Congress. Would you sign a bill as governor of Virginia to repeal Virginia's current right to work law?
I support labor, I support our strong Virginia economy, but no, I don't support a full repeal of our current right to work statute. Certainly it's an old statute. We've seen reforms and adjustments to it over the years, and recognizing that as Virginia and our economy moves forward, reforms may be necessary into the future, but no, not a full repeal.